Shout out to all the VIP members watching this full interview on day one. If you're not a VIP and you waited a full year to watch, hit the join button right next to the subscribe button and become a member for just $2.99 a month. And if you haven't subscribed, you already know what to do. Enjoy the interview. Ceasar Emmanuel, you tapped in with PPhilms. What's the word, man?
What's good with y'all, man? I'm here. What's up?
Everything Gucci, man. I want to start this off by saying, thank you for coming on my platform and giving me the opportunity to help tell your story, all right?
Yo, listen, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Here on PPhilms, we try to help the viewers get to know Ceasar Emmanuel, the owner, the owner of Black Ink, tattoo shops, and many various businesses, but also we want the people to get to know you on a personal level. So there might be some personal questions, but, it's only to get the people that love you and watch my platform to get to know you on a deeper level, all right?
Got you.
Bet. So, it is your first time on PPhilms, so I'd like to start from the beginning. I know you from Harlem, right?
Nah.
Really? No, the Bronx.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
originally from the Bronx. Everybody, I'm going to tell you the truth, right?
Yeah.
I can't even say I'm originally from the Bronx, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to sit here and say I'm basically from old New York. You feel me? Because a lot of people don't know that my family is Jamaican ascendants. Like, my family's from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
I was almost born in Jamaica, almost a week off. My mom came to America to see my pops, and she gave birth, yo.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, yeah, that's how this whole thing started. It was really in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Visiting my pops in Brooklyn, they was eating. I was born in Queens. Yo, it's crazy. Born in Queens in Booth Memorial Hospital in Flushing. Listen, it's crazy. So boom, born in Queens.
Yeah.
Grew up in Brooklyn a little something in Bed-Stuy, Flatbush when I was younger.
Yeah.
And my mom took me to Queens to Left Rack City. Grew up in Left Rack City for a little while. Then my mom shot me out to the Bronx with my step pops, and that's where I resided. And then you already know the Bronx, Harlem. That shit neck and neck, we right there. So from going to playing basketball and going to school and whatnot, you're always going through Harlem. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Harlem did have the best girls. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Well, you see, that's why, because I always hear you say that I'm from everywhere. That it makes perfect sense now.
Yeah, because and then you ask anybody will tell you yo, C's from my block. I went to high school with C's, and it's yo, listen, I was one of those kids that I just explore. I'll be in your high school for 2 weeks, and I never went to your school, B. Yeah, that's how I was, and go back to my school and just pass on my grade. I was crazy like that.
That's what's up, though. But around those times, you was growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, right?
Yeah, it was a different time.
Yeah, talk about what were some of the things, you were seeing with your own eyes and the stories you heard while growing up out there during those times.
Man, those times are different, bro. Growing up in the 80s and the 90s, them joints was it's a whole different era. People don't understand, it was really scary times. Even going to school, because you don't know sometimes you gonna make it back home, and it was just ill because that era was very loose. New York wasn't policed how it's policed now.
Yeah.
It wasn't clean how it was clean now. Shit went down, and when it went down, shit, they come 2 hours later to come clean it up. Feel me? So it was the shit I done seen back then it's just horrific, yo.
Yeah.
It was horrific. Some of the stories you hear about the crack era, I had to live through the crack era, the AIDS epidemic.
Yeah.
I had the heroin. What else I had to live through? Shit.
Some rough times, man.
Yo, bro, the time I be thinking damn, I really didn't think about that shit like that. A nigga was just going through that.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about the COVID. I was yo, why am I just chilling? This COVID shit ain't nothing because look what the hell I've been through.
Exactly.
The crack epidemic, your uncle was stealing from you, bro.
Yeah.
It was real.
Niggas was zombies, bro.
Zombies, yo. So, it was them times was just, you know what I mean? Especially growing up in Queens, the Bronx, especially, fuck that, the 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
You see crack lines down the block. Most of the motherfuckers that you looked up to were the motherfuckers that was holding down the block.
Yeah.
So it was different then. And then even then, I just never wanted to be that neither.
Mm-hmm.
Like I seen my cousins go down that line. I seen my family members. And you gotta understand, I got a big ass family. My American side of my family is big as hell, and my Jamaican side family. I don't want to talk about that. We probably like half of the island,
That's how that go,
You know what
man.
I mean?
Word. I know even at some point you yourself, you kind of you speak about how you got involved in the street life at a
Yeah.
young age. What was it around? What was it that kind of made you gravitate to that?
I didn't survival.
Hmm.
It was more survival thing. Like it wasn't. I wasn't in for it to materialistic things.
Yeah.
People have to understand, like, my mom's always try to teach me other ways to get money. She
Yeah.
never really taught me that street life. I learned the street life from like my cousins, my brothers, shit like that. Is like, yo, you gotta do this. You gotta punch them in their face before they punch you in your face. You gotta hit them like that. Like that's what you learn from your siblings and whatnot.
Yeah.
I always thought I was too intelligent for shit like that. Like just to be, I ain't have to prove nothing. Like in school, if somebody messed with me, I get into a fist fight. People know not to mess with me. That's all I really cared about. Honestly, I was into my drawing and whatnot. I was a little,
Mm.
what I mean? I was cool with that. It wasn't to the point that, I was in the streets basically because my mom was she wasn't with it no more. She was like, you gotta get up on your own.
Uh,
And
so
it
she like kind of like kicked you
yeah,
out.
yeah, because at
How old were
first,
you at that time?
oh, I was probably like 17. But even
Okay.
before that, she had took me out of left rack when I was like 13
Yeah.
because she seen me in the back of 57th, and I started really starting to get like enmeshed with the whole left rack city thing. So
Mm.
she tried to pull me out, thinking taking me to the Bronx is gonna be better. But
Yo.
I don't know
That's
what
another
yo,
monster.
that was a whole bro. We gonna talk about that another time, yo. But
Yeah.
that's what really got me into it. It was like, yo, I just seen a way, and then it was like some of my partners they was doing what they was doing. They was going out of town making all type of bread, and I was like, you know what? They dumb. I could do this shit.
Mm.
But it was still in my mind is like, this shit just can't be forever, yo. So it was just like when people be like, yo, did you really enjoy this? I really didn't. It was just that I couldn't get to where I needed to get with the funds I had. Like a nigga wanted to go to college. Like I
Mm.
wanted to go to college. I wanted to go to art school. I wanted to sit there and probably drink wine and cheese with some French joints. Like yo,
Nah, I feel
I
you.
was on some other shit. Like
You wanted the good life.
yeah,
Yeah.
we been in the hood. My whole family been in the hood. I know this hood life. I want to see that other life, B.
Yeah.
And that's why I always try to get to. And it was like, yo, I gotta do this just to meet these ends. But I'm
Hmm.
not gonna make this shit my career. And as people
Absolutely.
can see, I didn't.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what's up. Because usually the story is with a lot of people, it's a little different. Yours for you to even say, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to do all these things. I wanted to draw. I wanted to do all these things. Like, that's different. Most is just their reasons for getting in the streets be,
Yeah, they watch too many damn gangster movies and be like, yo, that's what I want to be. And the end is always the same. They die, go to jail.
yeah,
That's stupid to me. I don't want to
yeah,
go to jail. I want to go one of them Ivory Coast that I never heard about with
yeah.
some light skin joint and we just get a tan. We good drinking margaritas, bro. I don't
Nah,
want. I don't want to
man.
go to jail. I don't want to
Facts.
like, bro. Life is too short to be sitting here being miserable. That's why I always say it's always smarter ways to getting money. You feel me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You speak about your mom, you speak about your siblings. On the show, we do see your mother make an appearance multiple times, but we never see an appearance from your father. And then there is, as the show progresses, there's an episode where Alex opens up to you about his father abusing him and what caused him to not have a good relationship with his father. And you advised him, listen, if you can talk to him because I wish I could speak to my father. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, did you just not have the best relationship with your father?
That's funny because growing up, growing up, I I wouldn't say I didn't have the best relationship with my father.
Hmm.
He just never came around like that.
Okay.
And then But when we met up, it was like, yo, what's up? What you up to? It was never, yo, dad, yo, I hate you, no, nothing like that. You feel me? My moms used to get mad about that because it was like he could be gone for like 2 years. And as soon as he pop up, it's like, Dad, what's up?
Yeah.
And he always give me that, I don't know, I smiled different around him. That was my pops. He couldn't do no wrong. Like, you know what I mean? He was a Vietnam vet. He was a hero. He got shrapnel in him and all that when he used to go through stuff. And I couldn't really understand that until I got older. You feel me?
Gotcha.
And it's like, damn, my pops is really going through it. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I be like, damn, why my pops ain't here, but and my mom really didn't get along like that.
Yeah.
And when I be looking at some of my relationships now and shit, I be like, oh, I can understand why my pops ain't going. I ain't my nigga. I respect
I feel
it.
you.
I feel you.
But you
Bro.
know what's crazy? I have this conversation with my boys all the time. I'm like, yo, I bet you understand your pops now that you older. Niggas be like, hell yeah.
Bro, now I understand. I be like, yo, ma, you a little bit of a nutcase
You
now.
feel
Think
me?
about it, yo. And it be like, yo, when they was in love, they go crazy and they don't be understanding certain things. Like, I bet. But with my pops, yo, I always got love for him because, he helped me understand certain things. Like, he helped me understand humbleness. Like, my pops was never a big headed person. He was always humble.
Yeah.
He'll talk to anybody, everybody. He didn't care if you was the bum on the street or the person who owned the grocery store. And I seen that in my eyes myself. And I used to ask my pops like, yo, why you talk to everybody? He used to make me mad because like, yo, we trying to get from point A to point B. It takes us an hour just to get down the block.
Yeah.
And we just in the hood. I remember because my pops used to be in Astoria projects.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's where some of my family grew up. That whole Astoria, Ravenswood,
Absolutely.
Queensbridge,
Woodside, all that.
That's my manual side. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, pops, we got wild family to go see. We don't got time to be talking. And he didn't care. He talks to everybody till he go to sleep, and he wakes up talking. It's like, yo, I had to understand him later on. It's like you got to be humble and you got to make sure you holler at everybody.
Got you. That's what's up. You do open up and say that when you was able to really have a relationship with him, he was kind of like dying. He was dying from AIDS.
Right.
So did you before that? Did you like know him enough, or do you feel like y'all got closer within that time period where he got sick?
Nah, I feel like when my pops passed,
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't get to know him enough. You feel me?
Mm.
Because it's like certain things I want to ask him right now, and I know it's kind of selfish because sometimes I be like, damn, I wish he was around because it's certain things I know his experience in life would help me, especially right now.
Yeah.
Feel me? But I always feel like he's still there. It's just I just gotta get through my path. But I do miss him though.
Absolutely.
Feel me? Just especially I want him to see like that his youngest son is alright. You feel me? Like he was worried about me. He was worried. I know he was because it was like he told my brother to make my older brother to make sure he take care of me. And he's like, yo, I was a knucklehead back then. I gotta say that. So I can understand.
You know, with when I was younger, I had like uncles and aunts and family members who passed away from AIDS as well. And growing up, that always made me like, as much as I did my little thing, I was always a little scared. In the back of my mind, I was like, man, I'll go raw with a shorty, and I'll be like, damn, I think I got it.
Yep.
I think I got it. Once I'm on the way home, did that affect you? Like,
I mean, nah, because it wasn't like how it wasn't like that. Like it was just like this was somebody he was fucking with for like 10 years, and shit just went left because you gotta understand. You also that during that whole AIDS epidemic, we also had the crack epidemic.
yeah,
And motherfuckers was also shooting up. You
yeah.
feel me? So in the hood, motherfuckers was getting high, sharing needles. You don't know what the fuck happened. And shit happens, bro.
So that's the way that occurred with him?
Damn. It wasn't like it was some random joint. This was, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's just that she had a habit. She didn't
Gotcha.
know about.
Gotcha. Wow.
So you know what I mean. That's what really, because it's like, damn. If it was something like that, I could eat it. But it was like, damn, I knew you, lady. Like, how you put my pops in risk like that? It's like some of that shit is just like, it took me a while to sit and just be like, I gotta let that shit go.
That I was gonna ask that too. Do you ever feel like anger towards like her for kind of being the cause for snatching your father away from you?
Nah, because people always say don't question God.
Okay.
So I don't do that. I used to. I'd be like, why? But you can't. There's a purpose for everything.
Gotcha. All right. Well, rest in peace to your father, man.
Thanks.
So I know at some point you're drawing. Like you said before, you're drawing, um but people aren't really aware. You know, like how does that like how does it go from that to then people becoming aware to then you actually taking it to tattooing? Like talk about that, how that happens.
Yo, that's a crazy question, because I must have hit that drawing talent, and only my family knew, probably for 20 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because I had a bad experience in first grade.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you about it, and it's probably, you know what I mean, part of the reason why I did what I did.
Yeah.
I remember I just transferred to this school. It was the first week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? On the playground, they give you the chalk to draw on the
The ground
on
and
the
all that.
ground.
Yeah.
Bro, I drew all the Disney characters, and all the girls was like, "Oh my god!" But with all the love of the girls now, come the hate of the boys.
Absolutely.
So it must have went from, "Oh, you think you better than us, so you can draw," to after recess, 3 o'clock, a nigga getting stomped out by like 5 boys, and my mom's just watching, and she can't hop the gate because she was just in a damn car accident, and
Yeah.
she had to watch them whoop me out. Ever
Wow.
since that, I ain't show people I could draw until I was older, but I
Wow.
did catch every single one on one. And I'll tell you that
As
one,
you
yo.
should,
That
man.
shit turned me into, because that shit turned me into another type of beast. I had to make my mom cry and shit like that
Yeah.
over me drawing. So I just kept that shit a secret for a while. And then what happened was, it was longer than that. It's probably, my daughter wasn't born, so I was like in my 20 something. Like
Wow.
20 something. So what happened was, I was drawing like I was drawing little stuff in my house, not knowing that this guy upstairs is who's also, you know what I mean, he got a little habit. He's tattooing upstairs, right? And this is crazy how God works.
So you saying, hold on, your baby mom, she's watching you draw,
She watching me draw in the
and
house,
yeah,
because that's my thing. Like at nighttime, that's my focus. Like I'll get
gotcha.
high and I'll just draw, bro, and that's it. Just leave me alone.
Okay,
I'll be going for 5 hours just drawing.
yeah,
So take them. These are dope ass tattoos. So give them to people in the building. So they'll give them some bread, but they'll never know it's me.
yeah,
So one time, the guy who's been tattooing now upstairs, he goes to her like, "Yo, listen, somebody told me you in the building you're drawing these." She's like, "Nah, it's not me and my baby father."
mm,
So what happened now is, I was still in the streets at this
mm-hmm,
time. Feel
mm-hmm.
me?
Okay,
So you know what I mean. Homie had a habit. I not knowing that he does tattoos, and he's not knowing that I draw, and we done seen each other a couple times. This last time, he said, "Yo, can I holler at you?" I'm thinking, yo, he probably wants some credit or something like that. I ain't with it right now.
yeah,
He's like, "Yo, listen, I want to do you a favor." I said, "Do me a favor? What the fuck you talking about, B?"
yeah,
He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna teach you another talent, but you gotta get out the streets once I teach you it."
mm,
I was like, "Teach me what?" And mind you, you know what I mean? I was making some good money. You feel me? Like, so it was like, yo, it just came to me because, my daughter wasn't born yet. My daughter, my baby mother was pregnant, and I really didn't want to be in the street no more, because I always used to hear my mom when she said, "Whatever you sow, you should reap."
Yeah.
Whatever you sow, you should reap. And I'm like, nah, I'm about to have a kid, and whatever I do gets put onto the kid. And it's like, nah, I can't do that. So I'm like, I gotta figure out how to get out of this situation, maybe provide still. So homie said he'll teach me how to tattoo. He knows I've been drawing those tattoos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, who told you? Had to give him the whole grill because I'm like, I'm on defense because I'm like, yo, this ain't supposed to get out to nobody. It was my baby mother, right? So I was like, all right. He taught me how to tattoo in 3 months. I'm tattooing now. Now, mind you, I'm still skeptical about this shit because I done left the streets alone. I'm getting this slow money. This is slow money this time because I'm just tattooing. People are my name ain't out there yet. No nothing. People are like skeptical. You gotta give them $50, $100 tattoos. You know what I mean? You gotta get it to survive.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I ain't mind the hustle because I understand it's something different and it gets me out of the streets.
Absolutely.
So I go down to Brooklyn to the shop. Now, mind you, I don't know if Craigslist is still popping, but Craigslist they had tattoo artists wanted. So I'm going through all these shits. They saying 3 years experience, 3 years. I must have had 6 months experience. I'm like, fuck, man, fuck. This shop in Brooklyn didn't say they needed it. They just needed tattoo artists. They didn't say how much experience you need. They just needed tattoo artists.
Just need one.
Went down there. It was like, yo. Showed them my portfolio, and mind you, it wasn't no iPhone back then. The motherfuckers had portfolios with pictures in them and shit.
A real folder.
With folders and shit. That's how long I've been in the game. So, boy, I give it to them. They look at it. I'm like, fuck. They're like, all right, you'll do this cover up real quick. They'll be right on the spot.
First day?
The first day, right there.
Wow.
I'm like, fuck. So I did the cover up. I ain't gonna lie, looking back at it, that shit was fucked up. But still, I did it.
Yeah.
They were surprised and it was like, yo, it took you guts. But the people who was there, they was vets in Brooklyn. Like these two motherfuckers was just animal. Their name was Ghost and Sarah. Okay. And they was like Brooklyn legends at the time, you feel me? So when I got with them, they taught me everything in the next 6 months, yo. Yeah. And they got out of there on me. One went to Puerto Rico, one went to start opening his own shop. So guess who owned the shop now? You do. Me. Yeah. Left me a whole shop in Brooklyn and Bedford-Stuyvesant on Marcus Garvey between Jefferson and Hancock.
Yeah, Marcus Garvey around the 90s.
Yeah, bro. Niggas ain't gonna tell me I ain't tough, yo. Yeah. I had an establishment in the depths of the bullshit, yo. That's when Bed-Stuy was the central hub of all the crimes in New York. What? Word. Bro, yo, motherfuckers don't even understand what the shit used to go down on them blocks. Exactly. But at the end of the day, we held it down there. And I held it down for I'm gonna say over 3 years, 4 years. Okay. And then I went up to Harlem. Yeah. Black Ink.
Being at that was your first spot that you were working at. You probably dealing with, like you said, messing up tattoos, learning. Yeah. There's a lot of ups and downs. A bunch of ups and downs. What was that like? Was it stressful? Did you sometimes get discouraged? Like, especially when you working in certain environments where other people are angry, like that could discourage you a lot. Did you deal with that or nah?
I ain't deal with none of that shit.
Really?
Yo, I'll be honest with you. Brooklyn is a vibe in itself. I fell in love with Brooklyn over again. It's like Harlem. I got a certain love for Harlem. I got a certain love for Bronx. But Brooklyn is it's a certain love in Brooklyn. It's like once you from Brooklyn, you from Brooklyn. Like it's a us thing against everybody, yo. Instead of everybody get Brooklyn stands by itself. I don't care. You could be in Paris with Brooklyn that it's just it's different. And it's ever since I've been coming to Brooklyn, been in Brooklyn, I never had them type of problems that other people have because honestly, Brooklyn could tell fake.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Yep. It could smell it. It could smell fear. It could smell everything. Brooklyn is a whole different universe. And if you're not built for this shit, don't come here, yo.
Absolutely. But you know what's crazy? I love people like that. I like the people that could distinguish the real from the fake. I always say that. People who's cowards, I do bad around them. But if you real, and I could be honest with you, we gonna be good.
We gonna be good.
Word.
Yo, that's it.
Exactly. Bet. So like you say, you take you hold that down for 3 years, move to 113th, open your first shop in Harlem. You know, talk about that experience coming from where you come from. You know, opening your first shop.
Now listen, like hold on, Black Ink was already open when I got there. It was called Black Ink Gallery.
Gotcha.
My homie B.O. owned it at the time.
Okay.
And you know what I mean, my man B.O. he was dibbling. He was, you know what I mean. Like I said, I got out the streets, but I didn't say I stopped fucking with all my street cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was still doing what he was doing, and I came up there, and then like I think, no lie, it was crazy because I came to Black Ink Gallery to get away from the responsibility of being a shop owner. Like it was being stressful, like to grow as an artist and have to watch artists and their development and make sure they're good. That shit was just like it was just too much for me.
Yeah.
So at that time, all I was thinking about was making magazines, becoming bigger, becoming Ceasar. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So I come to Black Ink Gallery, bro, and I'm thinking, yo, man, I'm just chill. I got my boy Andre here, my boy Anderson. We gonna kill it. They gonna teach me this new style of tattooing. You gonna teach me Japanese. Anderson gonna teach me neo-traditional. Oh, we gonna be smashing this.
Yeah.
Bro, it lasted 3 months. Andre went to Oakland, California on me and doing bodysuits for $100,000.
Oh,
Anderson went downtown to a tattoo studio called Saved at the time. Saved Tattoo Studio, who was making big bucks. So guess who got left?
You again.
Me again. And still,
yeah,
I'm like, fuck it, I just hold it down.
Okay.
And these are two great artists. I couldn't hold a candle to them, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo, these motherfuckers. Andre taught me how to tattoo, basically. You feel me? So it was like, yo, they were just on a whole nother level.
Okay.
So when that happened now, it's crazy. It's so fucking crazy how like this. And I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, I be going through some shit. So, less than 90 days later,
yeah,
the owner now bounces, disappears,
yeah,
gone. Niggas don't know where he went, right? Now, mind you, VH1 already shot a pilot in there. They shot the pilot.
Okay.
They shot the pilot. And I'm sitting there like, fuck. Because mind you, I brought the cameras in there because they wanted to, we was the most popping shit in New York at the time. At the tattoo
I hate to cut you off, but literally that was where I was going next, and it's crazy that you went there.
Oh.
But I want to know, what was it about? Like, there's a million tattoo artists.
There's a million shops.
There's a million shops.
Right.
What was it about the one on 113?
I'm gonna tell you why. Right?
Yeah, like give me the raw, because
raw. Back then, these tattoo artists were trying to fit into an industry. They was doing black nail, being gothic. You see how I dress now?
Yeah.
I've been doing that shit. I've been dressing like a fucking rapper, tattooing these motherfuckers. Honestly, we set the blueprint for these tattoo niggas right now. You see them with chains and whatnot. We was doing that shit when all the Angie Martinez. The Breakfast Club and all that shit before they was the Breakfast Club when with Ed Lover and all that was coming into our shops getting tattooed, bro. Like motherfuckers like ASAP Rocky before they was ASAP Rocky, yo. Everybody who was somebody who came up in New York came through Black and get tattooed.
I seen that. ASAP Mob used to be
just chilling.
Yeah, on the block and all
we
that.
Used to be like, yo, you motherfuckers, and we be like, yo, you little niggas is crazy. And look where they at now.
Word.
They on runways in Paris.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? My man Barry got V-Loan and all that shit. They doing big things.
Exactly.
You know? So that's why I salute certain motherfuckers. But that's how we became our buzz, because we became unique. You came inside shit, you didn't see no fucking tattoo flashes and shit. You seen paintings when you come in. We draw up everything for y'all. You're getting custom work. What you think? All right, boom, boom, boom. Here you go.
Wow.
So we was different from back then.
Was it like, but even for the camera, when you said you brought the camera crew in, or someone else did?
We did.
Bro. Okay, y'all did. Was it like yo, let's reach out to them? Like, tell me how that
Nah,
happened.
they reached out. See, what happened was,
Oh,
you know
who
Corey
hit who?
Guns?
Corey. I
Remember
did.
Corey
Yeah,
Guns had
yeah,
the show Son of a Gun, which was on MTV, right?
absolutely.
They came in to our joint. I was tattooing his chest.
Boom.
A tattoo his chest, right? They seen the chemistry in Black Ink and came double back and like, yo, we want to film y'all.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
And I was
Fire.
like, what? The fuck y'all want to film us for? Now, mind you, our dumbasses was still in the streets,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
y'all
we
kind of.
like, huh? The fuck out of here, yo. We
Yeah.
ain't into this. But then it was like, my cousin came to us like at the third time I turned it down. He's like, yo, what we gonna do? We gonna stay like this forever? I was like,
Was that Ted
it was
or
Ted.
okay?
So when Ted said that shit, I was like, all right, let's try it. You know what I mean? I know they gonna cut us at the pilot, them dumbass. All right, we gonna take the money and just flip it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, bro. We flopped that pilot, and 10 years later, we here still.
Absolutely. Yo. Now that's a beautiful story, man.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? The fact that you just said we turned them down 3 times. Yo, bro, can you imagine if y'all never went through with it? Like, who knows where y'all would have been? You know?
Bro, I always feel like we always been something regardless. The TV
Yeah.
joint, it just, because people don't understand, we not a scripted show. You feel me? Like
Okay.
some of the shit, you know what I mean? But they really just picked up a camera and just watched our progression.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't like, all right, we're gonna have them fucked up from the beginning, and then 10 years later they gonna be good. It was like, this was our grind out. Even motherfuckers knew how much we got paid an episode. They'd be like, nah, it wasn't enough for them to do what they. We took our own shit and flipped it. We
Gotcha.
made Black and what it is. Like, we non-shop strong. VH1
Yeah.
ain't buy not one of them shops, bro.
Yeah.
You
The
know what I mean?
it kind of like it gives you the clout, I guess, but the money.
Right.
Yeah,
And that
but
people don't understand is like,
yeah,
there's a lot of motherfuckers out there with the clout, but they ain't got the currency.
exactly.
I ain't trying to be like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was always my goal. Is like, yeah, motherfuckers be renting shit from motherfuckers, making it seem like they live in big lavish houses, and I see them later on, be like, this is your car? It's a
Yeah.
fucking Honda, bro. Like, I remember I
Yeah.
seen a motherfucker in a Mini Cooper. I was like, wait, you the biggest reality star right now? How the fuck you got a Mini Cooper? You know what? I'm gonna leave this shit alone.
Nah, I feel you. You know what made me think that? Cause when I was watching the episode, some of the episodes, I remember when the lights went off, and I think you were saying, "Yo, we was just learning this shit as we going." You know, the lights went off, things was
I
happening.
told you, I took over the shop
Yeah.
in the middle of a motherfucking of our pilot getting, which the pilot was in a fucking. They was in a battle between networks. There was a network battle to buy our show, and no one knew that we didn't even have the shop no more.
Wow.
I had to go across the street and tattoo for a whole month, raise 20,000 just to open up the shop back.
That's crazy. Wow. So speaking about the show, you know, my question is, now that you're not filming, how real is reality TV?
I mean, let me put it like this. Some characters' lives are fictional and some are not. You feel me? Like
Okay.
with a show, with any TV show, reality TV show, there's gonna be some characters that's just put in there for entertainment, and their whole situation is just made up.
Okay.
And most of the time, you can see that because you're not really interested in their story.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody like me, I don't do that made up shit. You feel me? My life is really a reality show. You feel me?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of shit that go on in my life that we could just touch on, and I have that's enough for a damn show. And that's the main thing about some of the characters that's
Yeah.
on some of these reality shows. Some of them are made up, and some of them are not. I'm not a made up character because I can't fake shit, bro.
Alright.
I'm not an actor.
Got you. I know this happens later. The reason I'm asking this is like certain things happen. Like I believe it's season 8 or 9. You guys kind of have a fallout with Walt because y'all accuse him of stealing from the shop. Well, he did take money from the register, but he basically said he didn't break into the store.
Listen, right?
Is that real or made
that
up?
shit is real because honestly,
shit.
I accused him of it, not knowing, and it was like, because I seen the video and I grew up with him, yo. Like, I know people walk. And somebody emulate your walk, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'd have took it and be like, yo, it wasn't me, you bugging out. You feel me? As a man, as a friend, be like, I have to eat that shit. And be like, all right, I might think it's you, but I can't say you ain't a man. But for you to sit here and say, yeah, I skim money off the top of shit, it's like,
Yeah.
bro, like.
Growing up with him, how did that make you feel?
I don't know. Because part of me was like, even the money he took was like some chump change shit. It was something I could forgive.
Yeah.
But it was like, if you do that for me for some chump change, what you do to me for some big money?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, sometimes people don't want to say it and they don't want to admit it, but everybody can come on the journey with you.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Like, no matter how much you want to take them, how much you love people, it's just like sometimes you gotta let people go.
Mm-hmm.
And I never have a hatred toward Walter. I still have love for him as a brother, but it's like I can't have myself in situations that I'm I'm basically I'm always worrying that you might do some bullshit to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta take myself out of it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Even another person is when I look at Donna,
Mm-hmm.
she seemed to like on the show. I'm not saying this is who she is for real, but on the show she seemed to fight with you. She put her hands on you.
Yeah.
Fight with you. Fight with Alex, her boyfriend at the time. Fight with uh damn near everybody. Is that real? Is that her
Yeah,
character?
that's Donna.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I say. She crazy, yo.
Cause I want to say to myself, yo, nah, these producers they have to be telling them to do this and do that and all that. But
No, no.
so do they ever say, all right, come on, just be a little bit more mad?
No, sometimes they'll spice it up a little
Okay.
something, but certain people, that's just them. They
Dang.
just like. But let me just admit to something, right? Because you done watched the earlier clips, right?
Absolutely,
In the
absolutely.
earlier seasons. The Donna, the monster Donna has became. I have to admit, some of that shit is my fault. You feel me? I have to admit.
Okay.
Now watching back is like, damn, she wasn't that bad, but being around us, we was terrible. we was
Yeah, y'all was wildin'. Yep.
we was violent, and we didn't start chilling out till later on, and she just turned up now. It's like she's on where we was. It's like, yo, chill out. It's like, no, no, no. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck. But yeah, she went through because Donna was new to Harlem and New York. So when she came in, she wasn't used to the turn up. And you seen for the first couple seasons she was on, she was getting her ass whooped by everybody. She even got her ass whooped by a deaf girl. Yeah,
Oh,
and Puma shot.
Naeem, what's his
Yeah, Naeem's girl.
Naeem's
Yeah.
girlfriend.
So it's
Oh
like, yo, she
man.
went through a lot of trauma to make her who she is. And I had to realize the other day, 'cause I'm like, what the hell is wrong with her? I'm like, yeah, we did that to her. Fuck it. It is what it is.
What I seen was just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Every minute y'all was like, you the worst tattoo artist here. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn. Yo, man. But I could understand, but I felt like a lot of people, even Alex.
Right.
I remember there was this episode where I think she walked in drunk or something.
Listen.
Is that real? She was just like, she walked in and was like,
Listen, everything about Donna's real.
no, for Alex now.
Yeah,
No,
listen.
not her boyfriend, not her boyfriend. And I think in the earlier seasons, you had a assistant or something, a receptionist named
Yes.
Alex.
Yes.
When she walked in drunk and she just was like so nonchalant about it. Do you think that their attitudes it was like that because you kind of come off a little rough on the edges, you come off too friendly or something like that, so they like,
Bro,
he'll understand.
yo, listen, I can't win. Like, if I'm too aggressive,
Yeah.
it's too much. If I'm too nice, I'm not a good boy. It's like, damn, fuck it. You know what I mean? What the hell am I gonna do at this point, yo? It's like, fuck it. I'm just staying on 100 now, yo.
Yeah.
And y'all just think what y'all want to think. Cause that's how it became. Because people didn't understand. We was really still learning, bro.
Facts.
We didn't come in as celebrities wanting to be on TV and having a business. We was learning to run a business and be on TV.
Absolutely.
We didn't know the industry. We didn't know industry parties and shit like that. Or we supposed to come up flashy, get dressed up. We didn't know none of that. You seen the early how we fucking dressed? We look like we still in the fucking project. Cause we was.
Now I seen some episodes y'all was shooting in the projects. Yeah.
Walt almost lost his project apartment a couple times.
I need to ask about that.
You listen, I need to ask about it too, but you don't see me choking.
Was he really living above? Because I remember later in this, he was living above his means.
Yes.
Because I was like, yo.
There's a lot of them living among them. A lot of them. I don't want to start naming names, but there's a lot of them starting living out their means, bro.
Yeah. Damn, man. Dude, you know, on the show it also depicts like you as much as they might talk their trash to you like, yo, Ceasar, you selfish, you this, you that. You were there for Alex when his father was going through what he was going through. You're there for Walter. You're there for Ted. You're there for young Bay when her father, she needed somebody to walk her down the aisle. You tried your best to mend the relationship between Sky and her sons. You know, when I see that, you know, it seems like everybody was kind of like a family. You know what I mean?
No, we was, but you gotta understand, as being, if you could take the praises, you also gotta take the boos. You feel me?
Gotcha.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
I always help people. There's always gonna say Ceasar ain't doing enough. That's just the person that is the head, the leader. They never done enough, and that's just how it is with anything. Somebody else always gonna think you didn't do enough when you did as much as you could. You feel me? Everybody that's been around me know I take care of my people.
Yeah.
There's not nobody that's been around me whose life hasn't been better since being in our situation. This whole black ink thing was to make sure my friends will not be statistics, including myself. I did that. All of them got houses, all of them got cars now. Even the people that work for us that ain't on TV, they got what they need to have. Their lives is way better than it was before they was working with black ink. So my thing is just like this. People can sit here and call me selfish all they want, but the proof is in real life. I didn't open up 9 shops just for me. I did it for the people around me, the people who believed in the black ink culture. The whole thing was always going to be bigger than Ceasar. When Ceasar leaves, black ink is going to be, black ink is still going to be going.
Absolutely.
And that's why I structured it, bro. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to have the responsibility of carrying around this black ink crown forever. I want to pass it down. Just like when Jay-Z was the head of rapping, he wanted to pass it down to somebody. Once I structure this whole thing out, I got to pass this joint down.
Gotcha. All right. You know, speaking about Sky before, when you were like trying to mend her, Dessalines, and Genesis's relationship, what was that like from the outside looking in, you being like a brother figure to her? You know, what was that like?
It was difficult because with me, I always try to be logical about everything. And it was like being her brother, you know what I mean? I could understand what she was going through. But also being their uncle, I could see what he was going through.
Yeah.
It was like they all was right, but the shit was just all wrong. And that was like, I'm not gonna lie, that was a dark time for me and Sky because she had got mad at me for a little while.
When you tried to mend their relationship or something off camera?
It was the whole me going behind her back and not really talking to her about it before I did what I did.
Okay.
But I seen how it was tearing her apart. Feel me? Like Sky she's one tough cookie. But when shit is starting to fuck with her, shit start fucking with her. It's like you can't see somebody like that, especially if you got real love for them.
Yeah.
You be torn apart like that. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just have to do what I do. She gonna have to be mad at me.
Yeah.
But they gonna have to try to sit down and mend that shit. And her kids is her kids, man, and Sky is Sky, and they was just bumping heads at the time, and it made me feel awful because I always thought it was gonna be like I did good, but at the time I kind of messed up the situation. I felt like I made it worse.
Well, you know they say hindsight is 2020. Does she kind of thank you now, or she kind of it's still kind of like nah, you shouldn't have did that.
No, her boys are good now. You
Gotcha.
feel me? Like
That's
her
what's up.
boys are good now. They all on speaking terms. I told the Genesis the other day, he waiting for me to come to the West Coast so I could tattoo on his chest. Like everybody's copacetic. It
That's
was
what's
just
up.
at the time, it was like, damn man, did I really fuck this up? Like in hindsight, thank God I did that because they got him talking and got some type of something in the air for them to talk. But at the time, I thought I messed it up that they'll never talk forever.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Bet. So you know, the show's going well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, season 9. I remember season 9 opening up. You got the big house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you know what I'm saying. But then you know later in the show, you know, you the people hear that your daughter begins to say certain things like you've abused her, and it gets to the courts. You know all that. You know, were you when you're hearing this for the first time? Were you what was going through your mind?
I mean, with that whole situation, it was like, to be truthful, it was kind of like a bugged out situation, but it was something that at that time it was like it was different because I got the house to bring her to a better life, and it was like everything just went left on me,
Hmm.
and it was like even with the courts, I wasn't in court for nothing. Like people keep saying like I was charged, I was never charged with nothing. At the end of the
Mm,
day, I I went to court because you know when accusations are made in the investigation, they put a warrant, like a what you call it, a restraining order.
gotcha.
They took me to court because I had a press conference.
Okay, hold on. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
But
Cause
yeah, so you
yeah,
know what I mean. So it was never. I was never in court. I never had
got you.
a case number. No, nothing. And the
Mm,
investigation turned out like none of this shit was true. People don't understand.
wow.
Like at the end of the day, this is a family situation that you know what I mean. I'm trying to mend because the shit happened so long ago. But
Yeah,
it's like it is what it is, bro. Like if people follow this whole story and follow this whole situation, they'll see what it is. The police records, the police reports, everything say ain't shit happened.
yeah,
And at the end of the day, I don't even talk about it no more because
yeah,
it just keeps bringing it back up. And all I really want to really do is just mend the situation with my daughter
yeah.
because
Absolutely.
at that time she's probably going through a lot. I don't know, but that time is then, and it's like over 2 years now. You feel
Mm,
me? And a nigga really just want to sit here and be like, you know what? This is all right. We get past this shit. You feel me?
yeah,
Let's try to fix our situation. That's all I've been trying to do.
absolutely. Do you ever feel like you wish you didn't kind of? Cause I know, like you said, they were kind of following your lives,
Right.
and that was something that was presented to the world. Do you ever wish that you kind of didn't allow them into that part of your life?
It's nothing you could have stopped. I was a public figure. Like
Mm,
it's something like, I, to me, you gotta take the good with the bad.
okay.
If I'm gonna sit here and say, yo, I've been able to sit here and show you my whole life, I gotta show you the good and I gotta show you the bad.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was something that I couldn't control. It caught me off guard because when I seen it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, y'all bugging out." But like I said, I don't know what people was thinking, what anybody was going through, but
Yeah.
it did more damage than good for everybody.
For everybody.
That's why I keep saying like it doesn't make sense for me to even keep reliving or
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about it because at the end of the day, family does do stupid shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? I could
Absolutely.
sit here, people could sit here and say, "Oh, Caesar, you doing this? You want?" You listen. Everybody's been through has a dysfunctional family. I don't give a fuck who you
Yeah.
is, yo. You
Yeah.
feel me? Mine's is no different. At the end of the day, time gonna heal all wounds.
Hmm.
I know, I know for a fact that everything will be alright, man.
Got
Cause
you.
this shit is just some shit that, honestly, it just need to pass because it ain't no reason we even talk about it no more because this shit is. I'm gonna sit here and say, yo, I never caught a case. I never, man. This shit is just in the past.
Absolutely, absolutely. Last question on that is, have y'all spoken, you and your daughter?
Yeah, we spoken recently.
Okay.
We spoken recently, but you know what I
Gotcha.
mean. Like I'm saying, like we still trying to mend everything. You feel me? And we still trying to figure everything out. Cause
Okay.
she went off to college and whatnot, and I at least wanted to talk to her. We talked for a good hour and so like that. I had paparazzi pop up. I had to buy the pictures off of them and whatnot.
Wow.
Cause I didn't want them like releasing the shit and whatnot. I wanted my privacy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I thought I took her to a low spot in Harlem, and I wasn't thinking like there ain't no low spot in Harlem, especially in me in Harlem.
Yeah.
So it was like it was it was something that needed to happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like it was more productive than harmful. You feel me?
Gotcha.
And we both got shit off our chest that was needed to say to each other,
Yeah.
and that was the most important part to me. And I feel like going as she get older, she gets more mature, our relationship will grow back to where it was.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it will too. I'm sure it will too. The press conference, was that like an idea for the a business idea, or like more so you like? Because the reason why I asked that is because watching it, you said something to Ted. You said, um, something along the lines of you wish there's something else you could have done as opposed to that. But I guess you felt like your
I
hands was
mean,
tied.
with the press conference, you gotta
Yeah.
understand. My hands were tied. It's like when that whole live shit happened, I was all over Shade Room every blog for the whole damn day and the next day.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, as a businessman and somebody who's representing a brand, it was like I have to defend myself in some type of way, especially for
Okay.
something that happened. You gotta understand when these accusations were made in January on January 2nd, the what was said to happen or the time it happened was over in October. So
Okay.
my shit is like, why wait for this shit when the show's about to come back on to even pull this stunt? And then it was like, I gotta defend myself in some type of way because not only am I protecting my business and also this show because now they looking at me like, so see what we're gonna do because now you got accusations and you're not really responding. A written statement, no one's hearing a written statement.
Oh, okay.
So even if you leave a
Gotcha.
written statement, it's like, yeah, he did it. He ain't talking. It's like, all right, let me talk. And then people don't even understand, like, I didn't want to talk.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here talking against my kid. Like, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck, yo. It's like, part of me just like, yo, just eat this shit and just get through it. And part of me is like, you can't just eat it because of who you are. If it was just a regular black family, all right, cool. You're a black family in the public eye. My
Yeah.
daughter's been on TV. My baby mother been on TV. They know y'all.
Yep.
You got to get ahead of it, yo.
Gotcha.
All right, what would a businessman do? Hold a
Speak up.
press conference.
Yeah. Got you. With you saying that, it's crazy because I say this all the time. I feel like as a black father sometimes, I am a father myself. I feel like, yo, sometimes speaking about things, you're gonna look like the bad guy regardless. Like,
Bro, and this is what I mean. It's like, yo,
yeah,
you're going, and this is why I'm like, yo, I ain't even talking about it
yeah,
no more because
yeah, I
it's like,
agree.
yo, at the end of the day, regardless, I'm always gonna love my daughter. She does
Of
wrong, she does
course.
right. Fuck it, you feel me? You gonna have to take it on your chin because that's your child, yo. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
take this shit on my chin. That's what I've been doing. There
Yeah,
ain't no reason for me to talking about it and be like, nah, start pointing fingers, fucking.
yeah.
As the man in the house, you gotta pay the cost to be the boss, bro.
There you go. Yeah, and it's crazy because you said I seen you recently posted, as a man you gotta suffer in silence.
And
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
truth.
saying?
Who's gonna hear you? Man, they
Word.
gonna think you weak.
Exactly.
You can't be
Exactly.
weak now. You gotta be alpha male. So suffer in silence. You be out crying in the shower.
Facts. Facts. I know, like around that time, things get. It's. I feel like shit was just so tough for you around that time because even then, the dog situation happens.
Yeah, that dog situation was crazy.
You know what was that? I I heard. I don't know if this is true. I heard the woman that you was with at the time released that video. Is that
Yeah,
true?
who else? Like, it's like
Oh
you live in the house
man.
with you and your women, and y'all only have access to the ring. Who else would release it? Like,
No.
people don't understand. My whole house is cameraed out. If
Okay.
only two people could have that shit, cause me and her used to get crazy around the whole house. So if somebody else had access, there'd be a whole bunch of other shit they be fucking releasing. You feel me? So at the end of the day, who else? You feel me? Like people could sit here and lie, be like, "Nah, it wasn't me," or "No, I get
Yeah.
it." Like, bro, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. You watching that unfold. Are you getting calls from like
Yeah, I'm getting calls
people?
from people and like, "Yo, what the fuck happened?" I'm explaining the situation. I'm like, "Yo, it's not how people try to make it perceived." Like, people say I killed the dog. I was like, "Yo, that's my dog right now. Like, that's
Yeah.
Bed Style. Like, what are y'all talking about?" Like, it's just at the end of the day, I could sit here and say that was my fault because, you know what I mean, I should have been a better handler with everything. You feel me? I had to get trained in how to handle a dog and everything. I went through a whole disciplinary dog training. You
Wow.
feel me? With me and him, learn how to calm him down, do certain things after that situation. Cause that situation, God, that was like no lie. That shit was like 2 years ago. That was like when I was going through the situation with my daughter and shit. You
Wow.
feel me? So a whole lot of things was not going through my head right. You feel me? And then it was like I can't sit here and get on and say like, yo, I fucked up. I was going through this shit and I kind of snapped for 2 seconds and lost it. It's like people not hearing that shit. No matter what I say, how many times I say sorry, it's like you ain't apologetic. You did this, you did that. It's like, fuck it. All right, well, I gotta take this shit because I'm telling y'all, like, I lost it for 2 seconds and everybody's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, ultimately that situation is what caused VH1 to kind of take the show off air.
It ain't take the show off air, it just took me off air.
Took
We
you
was just
off
coming
air.
off, yeah.
Okay, but I didn't see them airing like Black Ink. At least not the.
This is my last season, season 10,
Okay.
right? That's about to come out.
Oh,
Um,
so that was
yeah,
my next question.
that's October. I believe October 11th is my last season,
Okay,
season 10. Yeah.
got you, got you. You know, when people come to you now and tell you like, damn, you know, like either yo, how you feel? They took like you just said, they took you off air, or yo, how you fumbled the bag, or this and that. What is your response when you hear people say things of that nature?
People don't really, yo, I'll be honest with you. It's only dummies on the internet say that shit because anybody know me in real life, they know, like, yo, he good.
Mm,
Because it's like this, right? They projected me as somebody who got his money from VH1, who
yeah,
got who acquired his empire from VH1. That wasn't VH1. That was me. All my business deals and everything that I have going on are still here. You
got
feel
you.
me? The money that honestly VH1 was giving me, I already acquired that shit. In the short time they already cut me off. You feel me?
Mm,
So it's not like I'm sitting here fucked up about the money. The only thing I'm mad about is the situation that got me kicked off that I can't rectify to the people
yeah,
that's really my fans and supporters. That's the only thing that really got me like, damn, yo, I fucked up and no one's gonna give me a chance to really show people like it's really not me. I just had a fucked up moment. You
yeah,
feel me? So that's the most that I sit here and say that I feel bad about. But at the end of the day, Ceasar ain't gone. Like
yeah.
I already started buying property. I was buying property before that. I got a trucking company. I'm about to buy a whole bunch of trucks, more trucks, because I got more time on my hand to actually really watch my businesses. I'm still opening up Black Ink. I'm actually franchising them now, about to start selling them the fuck out. You feel me?
Nice.
Like, there's a whole bunch of shit that I'm doing that I just like, all right, now I have time for, because being with VH1, I was always loyal to VH1. So guess what? Y'all want me to work 7 days a week? I work 7 days a week. You want me after this show is ending? You want me to shoot on another show? Whatever y'all want me to do. Hey, it's VH1, but now it's about Ceasar time. You feel me? And you gotta understand, I was also executive producer for like almost 10 years of Black Ink Crew. So
Oh,
yeah, I think I'm gonna go back into that field too.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you can't show me show business and not think I'm gonna come after that bread now. Come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did it at all surprise you that, all right, not to say that everybody was fighting on the show, but there was fights on the show. Did it surprise you at any moment? Did it surprise you at any moment that people beating on one another didn't get you off the air or anything like that, but the dog situation did?
Bro, I'm glad you said that because I be thinking certain things. I be like, y'all know what happens on air. I know what happens off air. And I said, so that situation got me kicked off air. But the amount of shit that the public don't know, y'all haven't y'all haven't kicked anybody off air. Like this shit on that's going on right now that I be like, yo, this is crazy. But I'm not one of them motherfuckers who's gonna be kicked off the team and then start snitching on everybody. That just ain't me. But yeah, it's crazy shit that be going on, bro. Crazy, crazy shit. And you be like, nah, y'all just on some other shit. I just feel like at the time, VH1 moved really quickly just to really cover their ass with the whole situation. But I don't really think they really thought the whole situation out.
Okay.
I don't really think they thought it out because we could have rectified. Y'all had way worse situations coming out of VH1 than this. Yeah, I could admit that it was a fuck up, but it could have been some kind of reconciliation.
Gotcha. I know, like I said before, it was a tough time when it rains, it pours. I know
Not
even.
prepared for the mud though.
Yeah, I seen even Dutchess came out.
Bro, I didn't. Yo, listen.
That shocked me. You
Yo,
know.
who that shot? That shot me. Yo, and then I'm sitting there like, what? Yo, listen. They bugging, bro. They bugging. Yeah, listen. All right. The dog situation was totally different. But then when motherfuckers start coming out the woodwork saying I did this and that,
Yeah.
I'm like, when? When did I do this?
Yeah, she's saying like, oh, VH1 knew that you were abusing her
Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on.
never.
This is Dutchess who's been lying since God knows when. Now I done abused her. Like, come on now, man. Like we've been broken up how long? Like 7 years, and you coming with abuse and saying, "Yo, I seen the joint." She's like, "Yeah, I'm not talking about him, but yeah, I'm a survivor of domestic violence." Yeah, you are a survivor of domestic violence, but not from me. I never fucking sat there and beat on you. How? Me and her got together as soon as we got on TV for 5 seasons. How there ain't not one mark on her that nobody could report out of five? And we filmed a whole 5 years straight for 6 days out of the week. You trying to tell me I beat on you and there's no evidence of nothing? Like, this is why I be talking about. People could say that's the fucked up part about America right now, because people say what they want and don't have nothing to back it up. They just ride in a damn wagon.
Yeah.
Like, where did this come from now? VH1 knew what? I hit who? It's such a bullshit, yo.
I do ask, why not question certain things if there's no proof?
Why? I seen somebody post a bruise mark saying I beat them that was right here in the middle of their arm, which was made from fucking surgery, from fucking liposuction. And people were eating it up. I'm sitting there like, wait, nobody who punches somebody in they inside bicep and have a big ass circle like that? Like, are y'all serious right now? When people eating this shit, I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, it's just, and it goes back to what you said. It's like it costs to be the boss.
Yo, it costs, because I'm sitting there like, yo, no one sees that this shit's inside her fucking arm, and that shit is a motherfucking surgery bruise. Nobody sees that shit, but I'm the idiot. I guess I'll be the idiot then.
Damn, you know, y'all dated for like about 4 to 5 years. Was the person she portrayed herself to be privately, with you, the same as the person on the show?
Nah. Because people don't understand. When I was dating Dutchess, she was always on her suicidal shit. Like, the show would air Monday and Tuesday. She going through some depressing shit. You don't want to kill myself. I want to do this. I want to do that. I used to go do it with her, and then anytime I used to try to leave her, she used to run that, yo, I'm gonna kill myself. And that's how we was together for so fucking long.
Wow.
Cause it was like, I think the second year I wanted to be out on her. And I was like, nah, I can't keep doing this shit. Because she kept getting on that. Like, she didn't understand the difference between TV and the real world. And then she go to them comments, and they hater. And she's trending on Twitter for people hating her, and she'll take it to heart. Now, you feel me, being her boyfriend, they hate me too. But I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. We living our lives. We on TV. We doing what we want to. But it was just too much shit with that.
Yeah. Nah, sounds like it. Yeah.
Bro, you don't even understand. We used to get about 5 years.
Yeah.
And the person I knew for the first year, she was a sweetheart. Like, yo,
Yeah.
used to cook, used to do all type of shit. We used to watch TV. We didn't even have a TV for the first year. We used to listen to, that shit's crazy. We used to listen to classical music and draw all day.
Wow.
And tattoo. Yeah, it sounded like some stupid ass black soap opera, right?
Nah, that sound like two people connecting off things they love, you know.
Yeah,
But
that's
you know,
it. Yeah.
where do you feel like things got lost? Cause I always think that when I see two people so happy and
The
then
fame, the fame. The fame gets to people sometimes. They start getting attention that they never had before and they not used to. So now it's like, oh nah, I'm getting attention from this, I'm getting attention from that. I don't need a motherfucker like you. And it's like, damn, alright, but where did this come from? And they totally changed, bro.
yeah. I remember there was an episode where she had sued you, but we never heard anything about that. She sued Black. I was it suing or she was
She was
basically
saying
she
basically
owns she
she
should
owns 50% of Black Ink.
yes. What happened with that?
Bro, that should get thrown out. Black Ink was existing before she came around.
Oh,
Dutchess
okay.
was cast after we got picked up and they said we needed some females because we was on VH1. So
Wow.
she was cast with her, Alex, and Sassy. But
Okay.
Sassy was already there because she was Puma's best friend.
Gotcha.
So how you gonna come here and say, yo, you got claims to something that's been around years before? You seen us in magazines. That's why you came here.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You bringing up Puma, you know, what was that like? Because I know y'all fell out for a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and then y'all started talking again. I was happy to see y'all start talking. I was just like, yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But how refreshing was that conversation with him after all those years of not speaking to him?
It was like a bittersweet.
Okay.
It was a bittersweet because people don't understand. Like with Puma now, it was like, damn, we fell out over some stupid shit that we should have been got past,
Yeah.
and we lost years of being around each other because we couldn't get past certain shit. So it's like, I don't know how to call it. It was just like, damn, man. I was mad because it's like I I missed his daughter's fucking like first steps. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that whole bond because you gotta understand, Puma and my daughter, since she was born, she knew Puma basically. So it's
Wow.
always been Uncle Puma. So it's always like, I don't know, man. I was just happy that we was able to get back to where we was because I
Mm.
missed them. You feel me? I really missed them. It's just that now that we all just working so much now, it's like, damn, we can't get back to the times how it used to be.
Got
Like
you.
sitting around bullshitting, cracking jokes, smoking weed. It's not. He got a whole family now. He
Mm.
outside.
And business to handle.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got you. Got you. You know, on the show, so many talents walk through the door.
Right.
One being in particular one of my favorite rappers, DMX.
Right.
You know, like what was your relationship with him?
Man, X was a friend of me, bro. Like
Yeah.
X was different because he was like, he was humble. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, X was one of those people, like, you be in Miami and he be in Miami and he'll tell you to pull up on him just to chill. And you be like, you DMX, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just Ceasar, like a reality nigga. Like, what do you tell me? Like, and he don't care. It's like, once he mess with you, he don't care about your social status. He don't care if you fucking clean a toilet for a living. He bonds with you, and it was just like so unique for a motherfucker who done rock millions and millions of crowds and shit like that to sit there and be like, really talk to you like, yo, how your mom's, yo? Yo, that's really good. And he knowing your mother name is like, you know my mom's name? Like, damn, bro, you like a real friend to me. Like, and
Yeah.
it's DMX. It's like, it's different. That's why I miss him, bro. Cause last time I seen him, he's like, you coming to my wedding? You better come to my wedding. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm coming to your wedding, bro. Don't worry. You better not miss it. I know how you get. I'm like, I'm not missing your wedding, bro. And then it's like, damn, everything just happened so fast.
Word. Word when he passed away. Crazy, man. Another one. Good brother. Or you know, with your relationship with oh shit, I see things got better. You know what I'm saying? Recently, he was on. I see Shade Room had posted him for DUI. You know, I seen you send your love towards him. Um, Seeing that, what are some advice you would give to your friend going through something right now?
See, my friend, oh shit, he always going through something. That's why he oh shit. You know what I mean? But I know sometimes, because we ain't all around each other no more, sometimes people be thinking like we don't got each other's back. And it ain't even like that. Some of us just grew up and we got families to attend. You know what I mean? We ain't got the time to kick it with our friends like we used to. And when I put that on Shade Room, it was more to let him know, like, fuck what all these people saying. Yeah, I might be going through shit, but bro, I still got your back.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the most important thing when you going through shit. Cause shit, when I went through something just recently, and no one had my back. I seen so many motherfuckers talk about against me, but I ain't hearing one motherfucker say, "Yo, he fucked up," but this ain't really him or something. It was like, damn, so many people I really helped. They was really not there.
Hold on, like nobody, none of the cast members
No one
spoke
said,
out
no one
publicly.
said nothing, bro. It was just a whole bunch of people saying shit about me. I'm like, damn, can no one testify for my character that really fuck with me? You got Dutchess saying shit, you got Donna saying shit, you even got Kit saying shit. And you like,
Damn.
bro, like I don't even know where y'all coming from with this, but no one, nothing.
You know, sadly, and this is something I deal with too. I think like when you are a leader, everybody just thinks you'll be okay.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's like,
Yeah,
nah, he be alright. He done dealt with shit like that before.
exactly. Like you find yourself constantly being that shoulder to cry on, but when you need it, it's kind of like, damn.
That's what it gets back to.
Yeah,
Us men, we got stuff in silence, B.
word, word. You know, recently I seen you kind of like have words for Masika. Masika kind of said something in Shade
Yeah.
Room. Why did you have a relationship with her
Nah,
before?
nah, that's what I mean. Like,
Ah,
you gotta understand, right? I'm the type of person, like, I don't really comment on other people's shit, you feel me? Because that's other people's shit. You feel
gotcha.
me? Regardless of what you're going through, you're a public figure. You won't see me on Shade Room going ham on people, especially if I don't know you.
Okay.
And it's been like, every time something's said about me, that's the first person they got the biggest voice in the comment. And it's like, too many people like, yo, what do you do, shorty? I'm like, I don't even know her.
Oh, so this is not new.
This
She's
is not new. This is something
oh,
like keep going. And I'm like, yo, shorty, keep talking like we know each other. And I'm like, yo, leave me alone because at the end of the day, if I really start airing your dirty laundry out, no one's really gonna like me, bro.
okay.
Like that's why we really had because my shit is you gonna keep calling me abuser and all that shit, but you have an open case right now, yo, with your child.
Hmm.
You don't understand. As soon as you start saying bullshit, people hit my phone with all your bullshit. You know how bullshit I have on? I'm like, yo, I don't even want to go back and forth with no one because that ain't even me. But my shit is if you want to keep coming at me and getting on Shade Room with your comments just to just to get fucking followers, nah, I'm not that one, yo. I'm
Yeah.
not an elevator. You're not going to come up on me. And that was just a statement. Anybody got something to say, they can say to my face. All this fucking, you gonna hide behind the fucking keyboard. I'm not with none of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not, yo. I'm not saying I'm no bully or nothing, because that's not what I'm trying to portray. All I'm sitting there saying, yo, if I don't bother you, don't bother me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. It's fair
Word.
game. If I sit here and start cracking jokes on you, all games is fair. If you want to see going at me, saying sooner or later you're gonna wake up the old Caesar and it's
Yeah.
gonna be on.
Got you.
I'm trying to be mature now. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur.
There you go. That's what's up, man. You know, speaking about being an entrepreneur, you know, what's next for Ceasar Emmanuel? What's next for Black Ink? What's next for any business that you have out there?
Well, first things first, right?
Mm,
First things first. I'm having the time of my life right now. You know what I mean? It's the first time I really had some time to myself and really got to explore certain shit. So, you know what I mean? When people sitting there talking about, yo, Caesar under a rock, he's depressed. No, I'm not. You know what I mean? I finally got to breathe in life. For the last 10 years, I ain't get to breathe. I've been all Black Ink, all VH1.
Yeah.
My next couple business ventures is gonna be crazy because now I'm investing in myself. I'm coming out my own platform. I'm coming out my own shows. I'm coming out my own production company. I'm coming out with everything, bro.
Nice.
But like this, right? It was a time that, you know what I mean, I doubted myself. I was on TV. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get into shows, you know what I mean? Cause I've been doing this production shit for a little while. But now it's like, yo, my back's against the wall. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. You know what I mean? I gotta do it. It's not no ifs, ands, or but. This is what I'm gonna do next.
Gotcha.
So when you see that big production company from Ceasar, don't say I ain't tell you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what's up. This is a selfish question. Me being a business owner myself, you being a business owner, how long for people who are starting a business, they're picking up steam, how long would you say they have to put in that day in and day out grind? How many years, how many days and years would you say for them to truly find that success, to relax and be like, all right, now residual income is just coming in, flowing in?
I don't think there's never gonna be a time because, all right, this sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
There's always going to be higher goals once you hit that goal and hit that mark.
That's true.
So it's never going to be time. What you measure your success is the bar is always going to get higher the more you keep hitting those marks. So, all right, 3 years you doing $1 million, but shit, in 2 million I could probably do 5 million.
That's a fact.
Then 10, yo, I could probably hit that 20 mark. So it's like all the time you always gonna look for that. So you never gonna be satisfied as a business owner because anytime you get satisfied, you get stagnant. And you can't get stagnant because everybody know once you get stagnant, that's when you start falling.
Yeah, too comfortable.
Get too comfortable, and you can't get too comfortable. That's why you asked me that question. It's like it always takes 3 years for any good company to really start getting its legs in. But for the measure of success, it always matters on you. And most companies don't have a measure. They just want to keep going and keep going till they burn that bitch out.
Gotcha.
That's what I want to do. I want to keep going till I burn that bitch out.
Absolutely. You're responsible for helping many people change their lives, building a successful business, and being an inspiration to a lot of black brothers out there. I just want to say, I pray you find peace. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, no doubt. And just more blessings, you know what I mean?
Good looking, yo.
No doubt. Until next time, Ceasar.
See y'all later.